Welcome guys, welcome back. I'm so sorry I've been so MIA, but I wanted to give you guys, one last look for Halloween. So here is my take on Bride of Frankenstein, but the experiment went a little bit wrong. So let us begin. So first we gotta prime that face. So I'm using the YSL Light Creator Primer in Lavender, but you guys can use whatever primer you are currently obsessing over. And we're just going to put that all over our face to create a nice smooth base for when we apply the makeup to our face later on. So I decided to set down my brows using Elmer School Glue, as I originally wasn't going to do my whole side of my face, but then I changed my mind later on. It's completely up to you. You could actually use Vaseline instead so the latex doesn't stick. And then now I'm using the Ben Nye eyebrow brush to brush the glue through my brows to make sure they lay completely flat to my face. So in order for me to have a better idea of where exactly to put the latex, I'm using the Cella Skincare Highlighter Pencil with Ivory Lace as a reference idea for me. But you could use any skin tone or white pencil that can be easily edited until you like it, as I kept doing here. To avoid ruining any of my brushes, I'm going to be using these disposable cosmetic wedges I got from the dollar store to apply my latex that I got from Walmart. I'm first applying the latex right where we have the reference line, and then putting small pieces of toilet paper right on top to begin creating a layer of skin. And here's when I drop some latex on my favorite dress. So let us all laugh at my mistake, guys. Great job, Lex. Great job, Lex. Anyways, we're going to continue doing this process until we have one side of our face completely covered. And I did about 5 layers of the latex and toilet paper. So I create a very thick layer of the skin because we are going to be cutting it open later on. And make sure you do this until one side of your face is completely covered. For the eye, I just took a big square of the toilet paper and measured it so it went slightly over my brow, but also covered my one eye because I was still kind of hesitant about putting latex on my eyebrow. And then I gently applied the latex over, as it did break easily. But also keep note that we aren't trying to aim for perfect skin. So like when I applied the latex, I did it in kind of dabbing motions in order to create more of a wrinkled, distorted kind of skin, as I wanted that kind of texture for this side of the face. So after I completely covered that one side of the face, I'm gonna let that latex dry and work on this half by first priming my eyes with my NYX HD primer and just putting it all over my lid. And then I'm gonna begin by setting my brows first, and I'm just mixing all the green shadows in my BH Cosmetics 120 color palette, and I'm just mixing every green, pretty much every dark green, until I get a color that I truly like. So you're kind of playing it by what you prefer. Now for my base, I'm just using my MAC foundation in shade 1. You could use any fair or very, very light foundation as your base, as we're just going to be applying eyeshadow on top anyways. And I feel like the lighter the better because it makes the color pop more. And for concealer, I'm just using my Maybelline Face Studio Master Conceal in Light. Now to create a sultry smoky eye, I'm going to be using my Urban Decay Naked 2 palette, and I'm first going to be using Tease in the crease. And I'm just using the brush that was in the palette. Really easy, and I'm just using this as a transitional color. So going back into the Naked 2 palette, I'm going to be using the shade Blackout, And basically I'm just gonna gradually build that inside of my crease on top of the color tease. And so I'm just gradually adding on the color slowly but surely by using the eyeshadow brush that I got from the Naked 2 palette. I love the Anastasia Beverly Hills Duo Blending Brush because I feel like this one definitely helps blend out my smoky eyes a little bit better. And you can see like I added a lot more of the black. And I'm blending it out where it kind of creates this V because I kind of wanted more of a cat eye. And so then I'm going back into the Naked 2 palette and using the shade Pistol as my transitional color. And I'm just putting that right in the center of my eyelid. And then I'm going to slowly put that into my inner corner as a kind of a highlight. And now I'm just using my Sephora eyeliner for my tight line and waterline and just darkening that up so it's a little bit more dark. And then to create my cat eyeliner, you know, gotta create that kind of like nice wing to go with the eyeshadow. I'm just using my Wet n Wild H2O, wow, I can't talk guys, I'm sorry, H2O eyeliner. And if you guys want a tutorial on how to do a wing liner, let me know and I would love to create that video for you by commenting down below. And now I'm just gonna add a little bit of mascara, but later on I'm just gonna add false lashes, so this is just to help blend in with the falsies. Now onto brows, I'm just using my Eco Brow Defining Wax and then a BH Cosmetics Angle Brush, and then just filling them in to make them very, very defined by slowly filling them in with the wax and then blending them out with the spoolie brush. But if you guys want a tutorial, let me know by leaving a comment down below. Now onto the face, I'm going to be mixing all the dark green shadows in my BH Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. And I'm just gradually adding this onto my face by mixing and mixing and mixing. Like I said, you guys just really have to play with it until you get the color that you want. I will continuously throughout the tutorial add more and more green shadows until I finally get the look that I want. And now I'm just going to go back with blackout because I ended up feeling like my bottom lashes were a little bit too light, so I added a little bit more black to smoke it out. Now using this kit that I got from Walmart, it has like these two bolts for Frankenstein. I'm just using latex to apply it to my neck before I'm applying more green shadow to my neck. And then now I'm just going to contour with my Contour and Blush 2 palette from BH Cosmetics by using the darkest brown in there. And I felt like this helped darken it up more because I felt like the look needed to be darker. And that was my aim. I ended up not really liking how this looked because it looked a little bit more muddy. And I wanted it more to be like more green. So I ended up later on adding a different kind of contour. And now I'm just going to apply my falsies. I'm just using Broadway's like full wispy lashes and I'm just going to apply them like normal. And if you guys want a tutorial on how to apply false lashes, let me know and I'll create that video as well. And don't forget to apply mascara to the bottom and your top lashes to blend that in. Now onto the fun part, we're going to start by ripping the latex. I'm just using a tweezer to kind of break into it. Oh my gosh, it is hailing guys right now. If you could probably hear that in the background, but I thought I'd let you know. But anyways, we're gonna end up using scissors to kind of cut it open because it was a little bit more difficult. But please be very careful in this process. I end up taking my time, but on the video obviously I'm in fast motion, but like I recommend being very careful. And I recommend for lining inside of the cut with a black, so I'm just using my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Black Bean. Originally I used something else, but I didn't like it, so I'm just going over top of that right now. Now back to the BH Cosmetics 120 color palette. I'm using just a basic red color that's inside of it. And I'm just going to slightly put it inside of the cut as well as on the edge of it. to create kind of like a fresh wound. Here I'm just going to add the Ben Nye Cream Contour Wheel and the Ben Nye Bruise and Abrasion Wheel, and just combining those colors to create more of a fresh wound. And I'm just combining all of the colors in the palette except for the black. And I'm just continuously doing this around using the stippling brush to kind of create this fresh wound. And I'm building it up gradually, and I will continue to do this throughout the tutorial until like I felt like I liked it. So 2 wounds are not enough for me, so I'm just going to create another hole underneath my eye by gently ripping apart the latex with a tweezer. And I'm just creating the same process as I did the other 2 wounds on my face by filling in with my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil and Black Bean, adding the colors from the Ben Nye color palette until I get to where I need. And this wound ended up being my favorite because I kind of made the skin kind of flip out. So I actually like this one the most underneath my eye because of that. And now I'm going in with the green shadows, mixing it up on this side to create a base for this side of the face. And then I'm going to go in with a more shimmery green shadow and create more of like a highlight, as well as adding more color, because I don't know, for me it was just like not good enough. And here I am actually gonna fix my contour by adding a darker green on top so it's less muddy, as well as on the other side. It's a lot of playing around, blending colors until you get where you feel like it looks more green and more more Frankenstein color. Because I wanted to go more for a Frankenstein look, but the girl version. And now I'm actually going in with my Ben Nye color wheels again, but this time I'm using more of the yellows and the like browns to kind of make this side of the face more, how do I say it, more like a burn, like as if like this is more damaged skin. So I'm just going to continue going into it, as well as adding more color to my wounds. And this is my favorite part, adding blood. So I'm just mixing Ben Nye's Stage Blood as well as Walmart's Vampire Blood all over until I feel like I like it. But I made the mistake, I should have done the next step first, which is add spirit gum and then my aluminum foil to make it look like staples, because if you look at Frankenstein, he has staples as well as Bride of Frankenstein. And this actually didn't work because it just didn't want to stick. It ended up looking cool on photo, but it just didn't cooperate. So now I'm just adding blood on top of my staples and you're pretty much done. It's just a lot of fun. I don't know, I love this look. I really loved how it turned out. Let me know if you guys end up using this look for Halloween. Comment down, subscribe, like, and thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait to see you guys again. I'm sorry I've been so MIA, but I'll create more videos for you guys. So I'll see you guys either this week or next week. Happy Halloween, guys. Bye. It's recording. It's recording, right? I feel like when you get your molar sticking out. Have you ever had that happen?